Peace everyone, I'm Mascard here, and welcome back to the Drawing Journal. Still working on this nose. I haven't had much time this week to work on it. Hope everybody else's week has been pretty good. Mine was sort of stressful. I had midterms this week, so it was pretty hectic week for me, but overall it was pretty nice. And then just a couple days ago, I had a new video go up that I was excited for, and that was the third episode of the Archives series that I started last year. And I drew a car, which I'll show you here, and the link also to watch that episode. It was a lot of fun to do. I haven't drawn a car in a while, so it was really great to do something kind of different, a little more structured and whatnot. And I'm going to draw another car. It was so much fun, so I plan on doing that. Hopefully I will find the time this weekend. Of course, I am not finding any shortage of homework available for me to do, so gotta do that also. And I've also started the process of filing my application for my master's program, so that's kind of an exciting step. I just registered for all the classes that I will be taking to finish up my bachelor's, so that's also quite exciting for me. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. But yeah, my week hasn't been too bad, I must say. And I haven't had any time to work on this at all. Sometimes I just sit and work on whatever little project I have going on in this sketchbook, because that's the whole point anyway. And yeah, so I guess I'll just get right into the questions. I know that I have a few video ideas in the future that I'm kind of excited for. The first, kind of four actually. Plan on doing a couple more tutorials, one on perspective and another on shading. And then also someone asked about some of the tools that I use, and I thought about doing it in this video, but this video's, I don't know, it's not really meant to do stuff like that. So I will do a video soon, and I'll just talk about like the supplies that I use and my motivation for using them, or whatever, just all the tools that I use, tricks that I incorporate in some of my work. And I'll have that uploaded, I don't know, in a couple weeks or something like that. So if you're interested in any of the things that I use, that will be available. And of course I'll answer any questions that come from that in future videos. And if you have any questions regarding anything, feel free to put them in the comment section, and I will get to them next video. And for now, I will answer the questions that I do have. The first question is, if I could have any superpower for a day, what would it be? Now, I don't think that I wouldn't change the superpower, whether or not it was just for a day or for the rest of my life, though I think I'd prefer the latter. My superpower would have to be teleportation. I would love to be able to teleport and get to see all the wonderful people that I wish I could see every day, but I don't get to. And then also, I think the knee-jerk reaction to this kind of question is always like flying. Like, oh, I'd love to be able to fly. But the reason I think teleportation would be better than flying is you could almost fly if you just continued to teleport. For instance, if I teleported myself a mile above the ground, then I could fall, control my direction, and then when I got too close to the ground, I'd just teleport back up and continue to fall. And I think that'd be fun. And I could even like wear one of those suits that kind of make you fly or whatever. I think that'd be cool. But I think if I were to pick a second power, it would be the ability to learn everything instantly. And that's like beyond like book smart stuff. Gosh, that helped me a lot. But like any physical skill too. Like playing guitar. I sure wish I had more time to practice guitar. And when I do have time to practice, I realize how mediocre I am. So if I could just know how to do it all the time, that'd be kind of cool. Anyways, the next question. The next question is, when's the last time I went swimming? And the last time I went swimming was last year in September. I went back to Ohio, which is where I'm from, by the way, if any of you were curious. But based on the amount of questions I get in the comments, I doubt you were. But my family is all back in Ohio, so I went and visited them last September after summer quarter. And we went kayaking on a river, and I swam a little bit. It was fun. As exciting as I probably make that sound. But yeah, so that's the last time I went swimming. And the next question. Today was hilarious because of what? Today was not hilarious. Today was like any other school day. I went to class and had a quiz, and then I came home and forgot the internet guy was coming today because they were upgrading my internet, which is kind of nice. I mean, like triple my internet speed so that my uploads don't take like forever and a day, which is why I shoot this video on a Friday, but you guys don't see it until Saturday morning. Though I'm not going to change that schedule. I think I'm going to just keep it Saturday mornings. And, yeah. But I don't remember laughing today, actually. It's probably not a good sign. I should probably try to laugh every day. I think we should all try to laugh every day. It sounds really hard to do. Especially when you have the social personality that I do, which is like none. Not a lot of opportunity to laugh unless you're laughing at yourself. Although I've been watching The Big Bang Theory, and I really like that show. And so I laugh at that. I watched a few episodes before I started doing this. I ate dinner, and then, yeah. So I would say the what made this day hilarious, if I answer the question, is The Big Bang Theory made it hilarious. Next question. What was the last party that I went to? The last party that I went to was when I went to Las Vegas last year. It was a forgettable experience, to be honest with you. I guess it's just not suited well to my personality, but it was okay. I don't want to say that I'm a gambler, but I certainly enjoy it. But I enjoy it with a very strict reserve. So I'm not going to go there and gamble all my money away. I know I know what I can afford to lose, and I never play with anything more than that. And I've never lost at all, so um, I think I mentioned it in a previous video about going to the casino, counting cards or whatever. But yeah. Oh, speaking of cards, so my last midterm was this Wednesday, and so it was kind of nice to finally have that stress off. And the math department, they were having um, they were having a poker night, and I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. You know, math people playing poker, they should be good, right? Like, no, that was a false assumption. Um, it was still a lot of fun, but nobody really knew how to play past like a basic understanding. Like they understood what the goal was, but strategy was pretty much non-existent for anybody. So it was kind of easy to win. But I won a Starbucks gift card, which, I mean, it kind of gives the incentive to play because you win something at least. But I don't drink coffee, so that doesn't do much for me. And I probably wouldn't eat anything that they sell at Starbucks anyway. I can't imagine that it's very good for you. But it was fun nonetheless. Probably one of the more social things that I've done in the past like 2 months. I don't really remember doing anything other than that. Honestly, talking to my camera during these videos is probably the most social thing that I do, other than talking to my girlfriend, which I enjoy a lot because I know she's listening. I'm kidding. But anyways, the next question. I don't really like this question, but I'll do it anyway. So the next question is, who would play me in a movie about my life, and would it be a good movie? I think I lied when I originally answered this question, but I pretty much chose the only actor that I know, but also felt some sense of relatability, and that would be Matt Damon. I think Matt Damon would play me in a movie about me. A movie about me, the actor would be Matt Damon. And the only real reason I chose him was because of the part he played in the movie Good Will Hunting. I'm not that kind of math person at all, but I felt like the personality that he had kind of matched mine. Although he seemed a lot more fun in that movie. But I suppose if he played me in a movie about me, then I could look as cool as him, maybe a little bit. But yeah, that's all I got for questions. Those went by really fast. I don't know when I started this video. I couldn't have been doing it for very long. I've been wondering like what to draw next. Like I have one drawing that I am for sure gonna do, and I have another one that I've kind of started. I could probably get it really quick, maybe. See if I can find it. Yeah, so I kind of started it. This is a Wolverine, like thing that I was doing. Like I was trying to make him look cooler and a little bit. It's more my style. Like this is like kind of my freestyle. If I try to emulate like American comics, not a huge fan of American comics. The artwork is a little bit too stereotypical for me, but it's certainly respectable art. So this is my adaptation of it, but I kind of like the style I was just working on like a real aggressive face. It's something different. I don't really do very much. So I was thinking about doing a video like this is just some sketches that I did during class, but I yeah, I was going to do something like that in the future. So maybe we'll see if it happens. I haven't touched that drawing in weeks, but it'd be kind of cool to do something different like that because I haven't done anything. I don't think I've done anything like that on my channel yet, actually, at all. So it'd be something different. Maybe I'll find the time to finish it or whatever. But for right now, I don't feel like I have any time to sit down and like design how I want it to look. And I guess I'll just answer the question before it ever comes up. But like I would say a good portion of the work that I do, you don't actually see in the time lapses. Like I really try to plan these drawings out to maximize the output and minimize the time that it takes. So like I try to plan these drawings like weeks in advance and really just like sketch it out like sometimes 2 or 3 times before I get it the way that I want, um, and then I will draw it for the video. Of course, it's not like I completely finish it any of those times, but I do. I do definitely plan for them, and it's very time consuming, but in the long run, it saves a lot of time too. I think I'm gonna call this nose done after today. I don't know. I'm not really feeling this nose. I kind of like the way it looks, but as far as working on it, it's kind of, I don't know. It's alright, I guess. It's been fun, but it's starting to wear out. The fun of this nose is starting to wear off. There's not much you can do with just a nose. I'd draw an eye again, but I don't want to just draw eyes all the time. Some people do that. You know, they just kind of find a subject and they just do it over and over again. I can't do that. I mean, if you've noticed, like my channel is filled with just completely different subjects from realism to anime, and I always kind of worried about having my own style, but like having work that somebody could recognize that is me. Like they look at it and they're like, "Oh, I know that artist," because my style comes through so much. But I can't do it. You know, I respect the people that have a style, and I see people that have a style, and it's like, yeah, you know, you have a really unique style that suits you. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel like I have one. I just kind of draw whatever I want, and I don't know. It doesn't really get translated into a style because I draw such different things. Plants and animals, and then people and anime stuff and other fan art and just a bunch of random stuff. I mean, I do it for the purpose of practicing, really. But I've never settled down. Like some people have settled down, like they've married, like they got married to whatever they want to draw over and over again or paint. And I mean, I love drawing people. I really do, but I don't think that I could just draw people. I think for me personally, I feel like I would just get bored after like a month or whatever. Though I do need to practice. I need to practice people, so I am going to change things up in the future and do some portrait drawing practice practice my portraits. I need to do that so that I can prove to myself that I am capable of doing realistic portraits, because right now I'm just not there with the portraits. I mean, I always kind of get hung up on the goal of having like photorealistic images, and I love the challenge of it. Like, some people get all bent out of shape by artists that do like super realistic things. It's like, oh, that's not even art, because why don't you just take a photograph? It's like, why don't you quit complaining? I enjoy it. I like fleshing out the many details that create such lifelike images and trick people into thinking it's a photograph. Like, that's enjoying. Like, I enjoy that. And people that complain about it, they just complain about it because they suck at life. And people that complain that say, oh, that's not art, you're just copying a photograph. Well, no, copying life. That's pretty much the definition of art, depending on what side of the fence you are on. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how long I've been recording. I should have looked at the clock. But I think I'm just gonna stop this video here, because I'm gonna call this done. I don't really like the way it's coming out. I don't want to play with it anymore. I'm kind of tired of playing with it. I'll pick something cooler next time to work on, I guess, to doodle. This was just kind of random. I felt like I needed to do more parts of the face, because I did an eye and then the lips. I felt like the nose was like the next thing I should do. And now I kind of regret it. But I hope that you like it if you're watching this. And anyway, yeah. So I'll stop the video here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe and hit the like button, or hit the thumbs down button if you want. I don't know how good this video is, but yeah, I will see you next time, and don't forget to check out some of my other videos. Take care. Peace.